All right, guys, we just checked into our hotel, the Grayson Hotel here, brand new hotel in Midtown. I'm gonna give you a little room tour, so let's do it. Right when you walk in, first off, super nice, really open. I should say open, like feeling. It's a a smaller room, but it's beautiful. So nice sink here, right? You got a little modern, almost like kind of, I don't know, bowl-shaped one. That looks really cool. You have the lighting on the mirrors on each side, which is always a nice touch. I think the accents in here, the white, the gold, and the black, go really well together. Shower, you got a rolly door. You got a huge shower head. You actually have a shower head, and you have one of these little wands that you can use. So that's kind of cool. For sure. What else? You got Lather branded soaps. Not familiar, but I'm sure they're nice. Yeah, and this is a pretty unique feature. You have a window from the bathroom to the rest of the room. So that's pretty cool too. The door to the bathroom is actually a big rolly door, so that's pretty cool. Not sure if it really locks, but pretty unique. You got, I think super pretty accent lighting underneath the bed, up on top on the floorboard up there, all the way up above you here. So even the roof is like, I'd say it's a little different. This is all really modern, and that's kind of like I don't know, what would you call that?
It's like exposed concrete, but that makes it more modern, I think.
So yeah, it's exposed concrete. I guess that makes sense. It's like a just artistic almost, right? So that's pretty cool. Back here, we're the dummies that forgot to bring an umbrella to New York. It's Christmas time, so they give you one, they provide you with one, which is a nice big, I don't know, good feeling umbrella. You got a brand new temperature or a thermostat here, which is pretty cool. Nice big mirror, full body, very cool. New TV over here. You have a nice cabinet that comes with. We just put our stuff in there to make sure everything looks pretty clean. They give you a steamer, a safe, blow dryer. What's really nice, it comes with a robe and some socks, or not socks, slippers down there if that's something you're interested in. Super cool. This, what we found too, is this thing, it lights up as you open it. I don't know if I just said that or not, but as you open it, it lights up, which is pretty cool. You have a whole workstation here. They give you a little chair. They have an electronic port on it too, which is kind of nice. You click this for the light, but you have a USB, or even like a little, like the Apple micro USB-Cs or whatever those are called. So you have a whole thing here. We had to wait for our room when we came in, so they gave us a little higher room upgrade, I guess, 21 or 23, I'm sorry. If you can see down there too, that's the Christmas markets for Bryant Park. So we can see into there, which is pretty cool. They have a little ice rink and whatnot. And overall, I think this is a king bed for sure. So let's give it a little test. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's a branded bed. It's not like, I don't know, maybe a stock bed, for example. On their site, it lists the bed it has. I think it's like a pretty high quality brand. So, first impressions of the room, super pretty, super modern. I think they designed it well with the minimal space overall that they have for these rooms. It's designed well. The layout's really nice. The window's super cool. All the fixtures are brand new. It looks like you have outlets on both sides, which is nice. And let's see, complimentary for elite members. So we're Hyatt Explorers, so we have status with them, so that helps. But yeah, they give you canned still water. So that's kind of cool too. I'll put that over there for you. But anyways, overall for the first impressions of the room, 2 thumbs up. All right, what's up, everybody? We're gonna go over our final thoughts on the property and just give you a rundown of what we think, what's good, what's bad. I guess we'll start with the cost. So for us to book a night here, we booked it on Hyatt points. It was 21,000 points per night. It's a category 5 hotel, which means you can't use your free night certificate if you have the World of Hyatt card, which is kind of a bummer because those are only category 1 through 4s. On the cheap nights, if you book this hotel in the off season, it's 17,000 points. If you book it prime time, it's 23,000 points. So average might be 20 or 21,000 points, just depending on when you book. Cash rates are anywhere from like 250 to 300 bucks per night on the off days. Weekends, you're looking at probably more around 3 to 4, just depending on the weekend. And I know for like busy weekends, you can get upwards of 800 bucks. Take that for what you will. Book how you want or consider this property how you want, but that's the general pricing of it. So just remember, if you have the World of Hyatt card, this is not a category 4 hotel. Also, to add on to that, most hotels you find in New York right now are not going to be under 250 bucks. I mean, if you can find like a Ramada Inn or some maybe like boutique small hotel, maybe you can get like away with 200 bucks a night, maybe 150. But I would say realistically, the low end of the spectrum is 250 bucks. So for this hotel during the week, you know, not a weekend, but during the week, to be 250 to maybe 300 bucks, I think that's a great deal, especially for the location. Like I was saying, this property is only a month old. It's brand new. All the amenities are brand new. As long as they don't raise the prices, I think this is a really good bang for your buck, considering where you are in New York. Okay, so now I want to go over some pros of the property, things we really liked. Not just so much the property, but also the room. Starting, that bed. Heavenly. Seriously, like it's unbelievable. The bed and the pillows, like they advertise it on their website as being a very premium product, and it is. We had the best night's sleep ever. It was really, really good. I looked up online what the actual bed cost, and it's like $2,600, which maybe for some of you isn't all that much, but that's a pretty premium bed. Pillows too, it's all just super plush. So that was a very nice feature of this room. The whole property itself is extremely clean. The room is very clean. It is, like I said, the room itself is pretty tight. I think they say it's like 2 to 250 square feet. You know, not a very big room, but it gets the job done for a beautiful spot in New York. But the overall cleanliness of the property is top of the line. And again, this is a brand new hotel. It's only been open for 1 month. Hopefully that is kept up over the following years. Something else that's really nice with this hotel is the TV. It's a brand new TV. It's a smart TV. So they do have like Netflix and stuff. You have to scan a QR code and it takes you to an app and you can just sign into your stuff and it'll stream it to the TV. So that's one thing if you want to watch your shows. That's really nice. They have like a in theaters list of movies. So if you want to purchase those, you can do that, which is really nice. And they have a good selection of TV. Like I said, it's brand new. So it's very user-friendly and functional. It's not like those clunky, weird TVs that you find in hotel rooms that you can't find the guide or the guide doesn't work, whatever it is. This is a very good entertainment setup for this room. And finally, the location of this property is super good. I harped on it previously, but you're like right in the center of everything, right? You're maybe a 5-minute walk from Times Square. You're about a 2-minute walk from Bryant Park, which is right out our window. And we're here during Christmas. Bryant Park has a huge ice skating rink and Christmas markets, which is really fun. So if you want to check that out, it's right across the street. The Empire State Building is like a 5 to 7-minute walk. You have Grand Central Station, another 5 to 7-minute walk. You're surrounded by the subway. Pretty much any of the lines that you need are within a 5-minute walk. So this is a really prime location that I would argue is probably more central than some other like top branded hotel chains around here. One other thing I do want to add is I actually talked to the manager when we checked in. He was saying that because this hotel is still brand new, there's a lot of things that aren't open yet. Currently, there's 2 bars open and an eatery downstairs, but by spring 2023, they're gonna have 2 more bars open, total of 4, including a rooftop bar. And the rooftop bar is, I believe, on like the 28th floor, something like that, maybe 30th floor. So you're like on the top of the New York skyline. Super cool. There's a lot to look forward to. They were saying at this like bar area down by the lobby, that's not open yet either, but it's outside, and they're gonna have a taco truck that comes and a bar with a huge selection of stuff. So he's super optimistic for the future, and so am I. I mean, if this is the basics, you know, I'm excited to see what this property does in the next 6 months to a year. Okay, just a little nitpicking now, a couple cons that we thought they're not really that big of a deal, but just something to consider or think about. One, the room is small. So if you have like a big family coming here, right, 4 people, I mean, I guess you could maybe fit 5 in some of them. I know the rooms are 250 square feet if you book the double beds, so maybe a little bit more room. But overall, these rooms are pretty small, as are most of New York's rooms. They're small. None of these rooms are gigantic unless you get like the sweet penthouse stuff. So just know that it's a smaller room. Secondly, there's no fridge in this room. So if that's something you want or something that's important to you, you're going to be kind of missing out on that for this. For us, it wasn't a big deal. It would have been nice, you know, we would have had some leftovers that we would have taken and just put in the fridge, but other than that, it's not a big deal to us. However, if you do want a fridge, if you plan on eating leftovers, you know, maybe save some money, I would argue that that's kind of a downfall of this room. One other thing to add too is there's no coffee machine here, so if you're a big coffee snob, that's something you will be missing. Of course, you're in New York, so there's tons of coffee shops and bagel shops just around the corner, but you have nothing in your room, so if that's something you like, that is also not something that they provide here. The last thing we kind of wanted to mention after using it was the bathroom. So the bathroom is super pretty, really modern and really clean, but the functionality of certain things just doesn't seem to be there. So for example, right, if you use the sink, it's like a really nice shape, it looks cool, but it's shallow. So like when you're using the sink, it does splash out over the sides, or if you are using it, sometimes things get trapped on the sides of it because it's not a very angled sink, it's very shallow. So the practicality of it is whatever. The lighting in there too also I think could be better. You know, they have lights on the side of the mirrors, which was cool, but it just didn't provide that much light. I felt like the light itself was kind of dim. It had one in the roof too, and that itself was kind of dim. So just nitpicking, but the lighting overall in the bathroom is just okay. And lastly, the shower doors. They're fine, they're good, but they leave a gap in between the actual glass panes. And so when you're showering, it'll get water through that little spot and it'll soak the ground. I mean, you can have a towel there for sure, but overall, I'd say that that's kind of a faulty design. It's a brand new hotel. You would think they'd consider something like that. Anyway, it's just something to point out that the bathroom has little functional issues maybe. They don't take away from the whole room, but just the thought for it being a brand new property, you think they may consider that just a little bit more. So that about wraps it up for our review of the Grayson Hotel down here in Manhattan, New York. I really like this property. Honestly, I'm sad we have to go tonight. We're going to another hotel to check it out, but I think it was really good. It's a very pretty property. It's brand new, like I'm saying, so it was just really fun to be in something that's this fresh. We definitely plan on staying here again though in the future. I want to see what it's like when it's full up and running. I think it's a really good property. I think there's a couple things that they could add to make it even better. I think the location's perfect. I think it's a brand new hotel, so everything's clean. Pretty much no complaints. The staff was super friendly. The Wi-Fi was fast, and the entertainment here was good. Temperature, you know, you have your smart temperature on the wall. Overall, great property. 2 thumbs up. I'd say it's about an 8.5.